It is 10:58 p.m., but I do not need sleep. I need more sandbox testing. Okay, so, um, the video I uploaded, half an hour ago, focused entirely on the damage per second to single targets.
Oh yeah!
That, I knew at the time, but just didn't want to cover it because of how I decided to record that video and why I decided to record that video, which I think I put in the description was to prove a stupid point in a stupid argument. And in the stupid argument, it was recommended that I test against specifically a dreadnought. So I shot a dreadnought in the weak point for a while with a bunch of different guns, and then shot a couple of other things. I also then afterwards did some looking on the wiki, and I'm gonna pull out the shellback again, so that I can actually shoot it with something that isn't plasma burster missiles to sort of make a better demonstration. I'm also gonna see if I can show off situations where specific things have higher DPS against some things and lower DPS against other things more clearly. Because there are a couple of situations where that does occur because of a handful of things. Partially damage resistances. So let's spawn more things to shoot. Partially because I just like shooting things in this game, it's fun. We'll do this one again, because it's fun. I know where the shellback is now. He is way down at the bottom. Zip. What less? So I checked the Wikipedia, and apparently he's got a whole bunch of explosive resistance.
Mom, something!
Hello, friend.
I got the shellback!
Okay, so that kills the shellback very fast. Let's test you against something else. What else can we test you against? The last okay, so we did the minigun, which in general fared fairly similarly against the dreadnought. It was pretty close. So assuming that so if we were to say that DPS is not biome dependent, I would say you are wrong, because it is absolutely enemy dependent because of resistances and armor, and specific enemies only spawn in specific biomes.
Over here by the marker point!
Minigun to prove a point. I think that was, at the very least, a little bit slower than the plasma burster missiles. Not by a lot, but by enough that it would be the kind of thing you would notice. My game crashed. There is no meme. My game crashed. Turns out, Deep Rock does not like it when you repeatedly switch classes. Hey, let's open the sandbox again. Was not expecting that.
Slept like a stone.
That is not the thing that I expected to happen. Gonna be real. Is my sandbox utility still on? Fantastic. Okay, back we go. Can't believe that happened. Okay. I'm gonna use an oppressor. What was I doing? Was I doing that before? Does it matter? I'm gonna use an oppressor, because I think I can show this very well on an oppressor. Not necessarily the biomes thing, but the damage resistances thing, because well, you'll see. Where? Sandbox utilities. Mission. I think he's tank something. Spider tank. You. I think it's you.
Look there.
Did I? No, it is not. Did I forget to turn off AI? Yes. Okay. It's not Spider Tank.
Born ready.
Is it you? Or are you the big guy? It's an oppressor, hello friend. Oh, your sounds are so cool. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Scout for this. Because this is a thing where Scout will be able to show this off very well. With the shotgun, yes. Let me grab timber shells. And then just all of the damage mods. Okay, we have a funny shotgun. So, I'm just gonna shoot this thing with shotgun till it dies.
No more
Dead presser.
oppression.
If you're wondering why I'm doing that, it's because it reloads slightly faster if you do. I am now going to remove heat, remove the fire mod, which is usually very good on the shotgun. In fact, I do recommend taking it. It is quite strong. However,
Look. We are free from
it is substantially reducing our damage per second against the oppressor. Why, you ask? Because oppressors have, I think, 66% fire resistance, and the fire mod converts half of our damage to fire damage. And an equal amount of heat. Which means that against specifically oppressors, you do one hell of a lot less damage with the fire. However, if I can find... if I can navigate things correctly... I did this in my video the other day, but I'm gonna bring back an old favorite. Where are you? I'm gonna shoot you because I hate you, and I don't think you should exist. Shooting plant. Hello, friend.
See here.
Alright, I can't turn off your AI.
Watch me fly.
Why?
Yeah, give me some
I'm
sugar.
bad, apparently. This is not quite what I wanted.
Yeah.
Please, game.
Guys, we are blind.
Okay, there we go.
Look over here.
Okay. Not bad, I can even two-shot.
Everyone, can I get some attention? You ugly son of a
I can't.
bitch. Once you learn. I feel
So.
violized.
You do a heck of a lot of damage against him with fire. Let's do without fire.
Attention.
I missed the real. Not important. So that time, we did less damage with the fire. I mean, we did less damage without the fire. Because Spitfires have a fire vulnerability. Okay, that wasn't even the point of the video. That was just some things I thought of was that, it's very easy to demonstrate that even just saying X gun has most, it doesn't work. Because vulnerabilities and resistances exist, so weapons change their DPS depending on what they're shooting. That's not even consistent. Like, even if you don't change the... Even if you just change some of the weapon's damage type to something else, it changes the damage per second. And you can't even say, well, one is better, because it depends what the heck you're shooting with your gun. Okay, not even the point. What I actually wanted to do was show off something entirely fucking different, which is, that only shows off single targets. Very rarely in Deep Rock is there only one bug. It does not happen very often. It is very, very rare. It is almost always substantially more than one bug. Is it just, it's not tank? It's gonna be spider something. I don't think it's spider tank. It might be spider tank. I don't think so. No, you're the
Over
thing,
here by the
right?
marker point.
It is you! Hello, Praetorian. Again, you look so cool. So we have a Praetorian. And we could do the single target damage testing again, and I might, we'll see, but I don't think so. Because I think what I actually would rather show off
Look over here.
is what happens.
Look what I found.
What happens if we have a whole bunch of Praetorians? So here is, once again, the funny laser, which in most of my single target damage testing came out on top for reason, it hits like a truck. Let's shoot some Praetorians with it.
What's that smell? All right.
Okay, so that was like 6 Praetorians. Let's now use the Breach Cutter. Hello, Breach Cutter. You don't matter. I guess technically speaking, you probably don't matter either. And that one. He touched the funny beam.
Everyone, I'll get some attention.
Okay. 6 more Praetorians. You will note that that was a lot faster than the funny beam. Like, a lot faster than the funny beam. But I'm pretty sure if we do the same test on a singular Praetorian... Hello, Praetorian. It was quick. Yes, it was. I won't deny that. It was fast. However, methinks it's likely not funny beam fast. It's... yeah, funny beam's still faster. At least, I think. I am not entirely sure, but that looks like it was faster.
Battery is dead.
Ammo!
Look there.
And again, that's without the damage boost from electric in tier 5, because I don't wanna do electric things. Partially because anything I would use to apply electric in this case might actually make a difference, because we're not shooting something with 1 billion HP. We're shooting Praetorians. Praetorians don't have that much health. Especially not in single player, which is what I'm in. I'm in I'm in Hazard 5, but I'm in Hazard 5 1 player, and they don't have as much health here. They have more in 4-player lobbies. What else? 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 Oh yeah, we can go like even dumber, by the way. If you want to continue like this train of DPS being just generally very hard to figure out. We can do more of that if you would like. I'm not gonna use homebrew. It is technically more, and we can just say you could theoretically boost the damage on it by a non-insignificant amount using homebrew. I'm not gonna. I don't feel like it. I don't want to. Okay, let's get some grunts. No, let's do some spider things. Let's do some more buggy.
We ought to supply drop like really soon.
Hey, the Praetorians are good. Yeah, the Praetorians are dead.
Attention!
Let's do a single Praetorian.
Shredders deployed!
Oops, wrong button.
Look what I found!
Okay, so against single Praetorians, it does okay. Against group Praetorians, it's okay. Does it kill it faster than a breach getter?
Mom, something!
Go away! Okay.
Look!
I gotta get rid of these drones. Alright, there we go. This isn't even a test. I just needed to get rid of the drones.
No, it lingers.
I literally just wanted to get rid of the drones. They disappear after a certain amount of time, but also a certain amount of hits, so I just give them things to hit so they go away. That's not the point of the test.
Guys, are you blind?
Darian!
Look over here!
Hello, Goober. That's, I think, faster than PGL. Yeah? Than nuke PGL? I think that's faster. I'm not sure, but I think that was faster.
Look
Not
over
that
here!
much, but I think it was faster.
And stay down, stinky!
But not by much. But I think it was faster. But then let's do, like, a really big group of grunts. Grunt. No, it's spider. Spider grunt. Let's do a whole bunch of them. Okay, let's shoot some grunts. Okay, here kind of doesn't matter. That was mostly me just kind of missing. Let's do not disable AI this time.
Everyone,
Chase me!
attention!
Chase me! Chase me! Wonderful. I could just throw an invulnerability. Like, I could do this. I'm not really sure. It doesn't matter for damage for second testing. Nuke.
Look what I found!
Chase me! Chase me! Chase me!
Yeah. Be gone!
I think the nuke killed faster.
Look there!
Yep, dead bugs. From the moment I fired, I think all of them died in 0 seconds. Fancy that.
Yeah!
So I guess PGL has better and worse damage per second than the Ridge Cutter. It depends on what you're shooting and also a bunch of other things. The other thing is if we go back to not having them follow me, I think at that point Ridge Cutter may actually be better. Because the bugs aren't quite as grouped up.
ammo left.
Not sure. Point is that trying against both groups and single target, figuring out what kills fast and is hard. And also, certain weapons are better at one than they're at the other. This is like DRG build making 101, right? Even in like completely ideal circumstances, like let's go back to this. We'll have them follow me again, because that's fun. Renal your eye. Do I have laser ammo? I do, but maybe not enough. Let us acquire more laser. Yay.
Marker up.
Oh no! I have research. Hey. Okay, so, as we can see, laser absolutely definitely kills slower, despite the fact that in theory it should have a much higher damage per second. The reason is because when your damage per second is not reduced, when your damage is not changed, impacted negatively by hitting multiple bugs with the same weapon, right? When you can hit multiple bugs with one shot or one ammo or whatever, your total DPS increases. And so against hordes, because the breach cutter gets to hit a heck of a lot more bugs, its damage per second against hordes is higher than the laser. Even the laser kills a lot of things faster than the breach cutter. And especially this applies even more so to like PGL, because PGL would have killed that with any overclock that wasn't like here. I'll just use like my normal like regular RJ250, and like it'll still kill them very fast, much faster than the laser will, because Jesus does not like that, because it's an AoE weapon.
Attention! You're a stain on the floor! Die!
It's an AoE weapon. It does AoE.
Look over here!
There we go.
See you later!
I'm pretty sure this is faster than the laser, and I don't think you need me to tell you, but this absolutely 100% is not going to kill a dreadnought faster than the laser does. It's just not gonna happen. I mean, I can spawn a dreadnought. It's not gonna do shit. It's not. It like. This is why a lot of videos on Deep Rock, made by people far more talented than I am, will specify sort of single target or grouped damage, and against squishy targets or medium targets or whatever. Because just trying to figure out best DPS, it kind of doesn't exist. It just doesn't. It's not a thing. Because depending on how you measure it, every single class's DPS either approaches 0 or approaches infinity. Like, it's not useful. It's not useful. This is Nemesis, by the way. Terminator is Nemesis. It's not actually the Terminator. It's Nemesis. I checked ages ago. I don't even know why I remember, honestly. What is the Dreadnought again? I don't remember. I know I recorded that one like half an hour ago. It is now 11:23. Where is it? Is it you? No, it's not you. You're the, oh, so then it'll be, you?
Guys, are you blind?
That is not what I wanted to do. That looks goofy as hell. It's not what I wanted. I did not mean to spawn 20 of you.
Over here by the market
Okay,
point.
there we go. Hello, Dreadnought. I don't know if you can see that in the very top right of my screen, but I can assure you that this is not faster than the laser. Or the minigun. Or anything else for that matter. This is probably one of the slowest ways to kill a Dreadnought. But it does kill groups of enemies very quickly. And very efficiently, ammo-wise. Because it's an AoE. It's a big ol' explosion. It kill weak things real good and it kill big things real bad. Yeah, not that it really matters. It's not the point.
What's this?
Okay. That's just gonna be there for a bit. Or I'll just, I'll just kill the Dreadnought real quick, just because I think that'll fix it. How do I fix that? I know I fixed it my last one. How did I do it? I killed enough Dreadnoughts and that fixed it. I guess we're killing Dreadnoughts. I don't want to kill Dreadnoughts. I killed enough Dreadnoughts. I do hate Dreadnoughts though. I do hate Dreadnoughts. I do not like Dreadnoughts. Not a fan. I think this game is at its peak when you're fighting hordes of mixed bugs, even with large tanky bugs like oppressors. But I think when the game is just one really, really big, really, really tanky bug that is invincible for a good chunk of its fight, that's not a whole lot of fun. At least, not to me. And I understand that not everybody agrees with that opinion, but to me, that's not the most fun you can have in Deep Rock. Oh yeah. Back to the it depends. Let's grab another oppressor. Makes sense. Yeah, we'll do ammo, this doesn't matter. Okay. Yay! Sukob's full of gun. I mean bullet, something like that. Oh.
Mark!
That's not what I wanted. Is you? Yeah.
Attention!
Yay, oppressor! Okay.
Press this!
Another thing is it gets even more complicated when you try something like embedded detonators. Because we get back to the question of when do we start recording the time?
Look over here!
I was born ready.
If you can see where this is going, congratulations, you're catching on to my tricks. I would like to start recording my DPS now. That was 716 damage in the span of 0 seconds. I don't know, seems pretty high to me. It's higher than everything else in the game, I think. So, Zukobs have the best damage in the game. That might actually be true, I'm not sure. That's not the point. The point is that's a bullshit test. And very clearly not true. But also kind of is, in a, like, completely pointless way. I know we're back to shooting big things, but shooting big things is kind of fun in a vacuum because they don't hit back. I haven't even gotten to, like, the discussion of... like, how much do you want to account for player skill? Because that is... not accounting for it at all is pointless, and accounting for all of it is equally pointless. If you're trying to get averages for damage numbers. How do I explain this in a way that makes sense, that I can do in a room like this that isn't like a whole bunch of... Okay, so let's say theoretically we wanted to completely ignore player skill. The problem goes back to the range thing, where positioning is part of player skill, and if we start recording our DPS timer, when the first ammo is consumed, then we ignore a player's, and in order to completely ignore a player's skill, we need to decide what range we're going to fire at. Again, because realistically, you'd want, if you were trying to maximize DPS of the projectile weapon, you'd want to be as close to whatever you're shooting as possible, because that's how you get maximal DPS. That's how you get maximum DPS with a projectile weapon. Again, like the rocket launcher. Or do we, you know, cut it and say, well, let's just do from when the first damage fire. Okay, cool, sure. How to do this? With a task spot, I guess? We could try that. I'm not going to. I don't know how to task. I suspect it would just be a really big macro. I don't do macros either. I fire my semi-automatic Subaru with my mouse. Because I'm a psychopath, probably. That's a joke.
Feel much better now.
Yay! Scout feels much better now. So, if we want to completely ignore player skill, we have to ignore a whole bunch of other things that matter in DPS calculations. Like range, we have to ignore... we have to completely ignore things like innate weapon inaccuracy into average weapon damage tests, into average DPS tests. We have to completely ignore weapon inaccuracy. We have to just assume every single shot hits, right? And if we go on the direct opposite end and say, okay, well, let's determine it entirely based off of player's skill, which you can do that. I think it's an also terrible choice, because I think the whole process is stupid. It doesn't work. I get it, but you... Okay, so let's say we want to use only player skill, right? Let's say, well, the question is which player? Who are we using? Who's our test? Who is our? Not me, obviously. I'm not the best player. Not even close. I'm not even the best dipshit. With too much time to record stupid videos. So, you can't ignore player skill, because that doesn't work, and ignores a whole bunch of other things that are kind of important. And you can't base it entirely off of player skill, because then it's not really a DPS test. It's a player skill test. Which isn't what we want either. So you kind of gotta go somewhere in the middle, but where you go in the middle is entirely subjective. And basically any position on that scale of not taking player skill into account to taking player skill into account, someone's gonna disagree with it. And they're not wrong. Because the real answer is that all of these answers are inaccurate in some way. We can also show this even better with something like the autocannon. I think the autocannon will work well with this for demonstrating some things. Yeah, I'll use my composite drums build because I'm like the only person on the planet who has decided to make one. It's not good. It is funny. Let's spawn in. Not you. Let's get some grunts. Let's get back some grunts. I like me some grunts. Spider. Grunt. Yay! Grunt.
Look there.
Hello, Grunt. Okay, so as far as I know, can't quite tell. I think the autocannon is hit scan. I may be wrong, but I think the autocannon is hit scan. So even on non-hits, so even on a gun that is hit scan, range still matters because not every weapon in this game is perfectly accurate. Most of them aren't. Thanks, Skip, for being a very good example of why. I don't know if you saw, I missed like 4 shots in a row there. I didn't use my crosshair. It was pretty much directly in on the center of him the entire time. But because it's the autocannon, it just doesn't deal damage. So sometimes, even if you do just have a perfect aimbot, it still doesn't matter because the weapon innately has some amount of randomness to it. And while this doesn't apply to most of the very, very high DPS in this game, the point I'm trying to make still applies that there are absolutely situations where it's very hard to determine what is and is not considered to be something innate to the weapon and what is something that is skill.
Over here by the marker
Because
point.
I know, as a player who has a brain, that I should not shoot the grunt from here with the autocannon. This is a bad idea. I am going to miss most of my shots. Even though it's hit scan, and strictly speaking, with perfect RNG, I would get exactly the same amount of DPS shooting from here as it is since I'm going to shoot from a minute. In practice, I know that that's not true, and I know that if I actually want to get decent damage per second on this grunt, I should be here. This is the location I should be. That was faster. Even if I'm not shooting at the weak point. That's still faster than shooting
Guys,
this
are
one.
you blind? Look over here. Everyone, can I get some attention?
Funny element. Okay, so, lessons from this episode of DPS is weird. Or I guess DPS is complicated. I guess that's what I'm titling. This is DPS is complicated too. testing on just dreadnoughts doesn't make any sense because not only is it not going to act the same on every enemy, your damage per second changes based on how many enemies you are shooting and what weapon you're using, and even what mods and overclocks you have on that weapon. And next video will, I guess, be more combos, because I briefly covered that in the first one with the electric damage boost for the laser, but we'll get more into that and how that affects your damage per second numbers in the next time I decide to record, because it is currently 11:38 p.m. If you couldn't tell, I'm very tired. I need to sleep. I guess I upload this to the YouTubes now.